Alright, we have the actual steering shaft installed, and remember, this comes in and out through the bottom. Now I've got it kind of crammed up in there because of the next step, but the steering shaft comes in and out through the bottom. So the next step is to put our outermost collar piece on, and that includes the little ball bearings, and I'll show you those. Okay, so now we're ready to get our outermost portion of the column attached to the steering shaft. And to do that, we have to assemble the bearing assembly that's inside this cup. And to do that, we take the inner cup, which is this larger one, and the outer cup, and these two, the outer cup actually fits over the inner cup, kind of like that. And you can see these little dimples in there where they kind of scored it and fattened out this inner cup so that the outer cup would not come off, but during disassembly mine did, so I've got to reassemble all this. So we've got these two pieces, and you can see in there, I don't want to disturb it too much, but we've got all the little ball bearings in place. There's a liberal coating of grease in there, and there's two sets of ball bearings. There's large diameter and small diameter. The small diameter bearings go on the outside here. This is closer to the steering wheel. The larger diameter bearings, they go on the inside, and then this inner cup comes in through the back, comes through here, and then you put the outer cup on, sandwich them down, and then I'm going to do the same thing that they did and fatten out this cup so that these two don't come apart like that. So that's the next step, and let me get going on that, and then I'll shoot more video. Alright, so there we go. You can see I got some marks in there where I kind of fattened out this inner cup. So now these two pieces are together, and it's ready to go back on the shaft. Okay, now that we got the outer part of our steering column installed, we need to go ahead and do a couple more things, the next steps. The next step involves reinstalling this little linkage that goes down to the actual ignition switch. This runs from this area right here all the way down here to where the ignition switch is mounted. And there's two ends on this. You got one that's kind of a short end, and the other is kind of a long end. This end goes to the switch down here. This little short end goes in under there. So let's get this installed, and I'll show you how it goes. Alright, before we install this outer part of the steering column onto the steering shaft, there's this little plastic ring. I'm not exactly sure what it's for. I guess it's some kind of bushing, but it was on there. It was on there just like this. This is the inside, the portion away from the steering wheel of the outermost section of the column. This was on here just like this. It's just a little plastic ring. So I'm not sure of its purpose, but I'm sure it's there for a reason, so we'll put it back on. So now we'll just go ahead, slide this onto the shaft.